Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Mind Body Health Podcast with myself, Dave Sheahan, high performance coach, dedicated for over 25 years now to educating, motivating, and hopefully inspiring you to make positive changes in your life. I dedicate my days to putting out great content. Well, I hope it's great anyway. That'll make a positive impact across all social media, to my email subscribers, and via things like this podcast, where I hope you're enjoying it. You've enjoyed previous episodes and you'll enjoy this particular episode. As I've said, every single time I create anything, it's with the goal that it'll have a positive impact on others. And it comes from over 25 years working in this industry, dedicated to it, researching it, always looking how to improve my own lifestyle, more years on top of that again from before that. Always looking how it can become better myself, become a better person, live more optimally, have better health, be more productive, prioritize better, all this kind of stuff. So then I can share that with you to hopefully it'll have a positive impact on your life. On this particular episode, I'm going to focus on why daily routines are so crucial and important, why you need to have daily routines. And, depending on who you are, maybe you don't have any routines at all. Maybe you've got bits of routines. Maybe you change routines here and there. You're not very consistent. The main thing with anything in life is if you want to have success and happiness, fulfillment, if you want to see progress, you have to be consistent. Okay. You have to be consistent in everything. So the same as with your daily routines. If you follow me across social media, you'll see I'm very big on stressing the importance of morning routines and evening routines. And in between them, then you'll have routines to do with your work or your project or your job or your kids or anything that you're involved in, anything that takes up your time. But what's really important is to have a morning routine and evening routine. Now, why are this so important? Why does it matter what you do when you get up? Why does it matter what you do at the end of your day? Well, the reason is because it's how you get stuff done and it's how you work on your mindset and your psychology. Because at the end of the day, your psychology and your mindset determines everything. Remember, your mind is the control tower. Okay. And we need structure. We need some discipline. And we need to prioritize ourselves. And that's the biggest part of it. And our psychology and our mindset is impacted throughout every day, whether it be by things that happen, whether it be by people, by their actions or behaviors or things that they maybe say to us or do to us. So we need to start off our day, getting in a good space, a good positive space. And this is why morning routines are so important. Now, I share my morning routine every morning across social media, and my personal morning routine takes about an hour. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean you have to start having an hour if you don't have a routine, or you have to up it to an hour if you already have a bit of a routine. My point is that you have to have a routine. You need to have a morning routine. It's so important, and it's so important you take care of you first. Too many people will literally wake up, press snooze. Eventually they have to get up. First thing to do is, look at their phone for notifications or grab a coffee and straight out the door if they're really in a panic. It's all panic mode. It's not self-serving. It's not doing anything healthy for your body, your mind. That's the way most people live. And if you start your day like that, it's going to have a very negative impact on the rest of your day. You're constantly chasing your tail. You haven't positively impacted the way your mind works. You haven't positively impacted your body. You haven't increased any energy. This is why it's so important to do this first thing in the morning. And also, we need to start, basically putting on our own oxygen mask first. So many people will just go and do everything for everyone else first thing in the morning, but you need to start doing things for you. If you take better care of you, then you can take better care of other people. And this is the kind of ironic thing about when people take care of other people, they say, I don't have time for myself. I'm taking care of my kids, or it's work, or it's businesses, or whatever it might be. It's all about other people. And they've nearly satisfying, justifying their own head that it's okay that they're not taking care of themselves because, they're doing this for other people. And I suppose it's nearly virtuous and stuff. And there's merits to it, of course, in terms of what they're doing. It's good, has good intentions, but it's at the neglect of themselves. And when you neglect yourself, you can't be happy. You can't reach a proper stage of happiness. You can't reach a proper stage of fulfillment. You can't achieve the success you want to turn your dreams to reality. You can't just have the basic things of self-love, good, positive health, optimal vitality, all these kind of things. You can't experience them unless you take care of you. So you need to start prioritizing you first thing in the morning. My personal morning routine is I get up, get dressed, go to the toilet, the usual stuff like that. Straight away after that, then it's getting some alkaline ionized water into me, usually about a liter. Then I feed Ace. Then we're going on our walk. I'll have done my mobilization exercises before I leave the house. Then on the walk, I'll typically record a 3-minute video for my followers on my story. I'll then listen to about 30 minutes of positive personal development, self-growth type material, something to educate me or motivate, inspire me, give me a kick in the ass first thing in the morning, get my mindset primed, ready to tackle the day. So that's on the rest of that walk. Then when I come back, then I'll have 2 cups of green tea, usually for antioxidants. Then I'll go into a stretching routine, and then I finish off with meditation. So it's about an hour is my routine. Now, what's important is you do things that are going to stimulate your mind and your body. And I really emphasize the mind more than anything. It's important to do both because both are very important. And it's important to get energy from exercising your body in whatever form. It could be just putting on a song and dancing around for 5 minutes. It could be doing an actual workout. It could be going for a walk on your own or with the dog, like what I do. Whatever it may be, is that you do something to energize and stimulate your body, because exercise stimulates your mind and exercise gives you energy and makes you feel better, loosens you up. You'll be tight after being asleep all night. But the most important thing is to prime your mind for the day, because we live in a world that is bombarded with negativity. We live in a world that it's very hard to escape negativity, negative people, negative material, all that kind of stuff. This is why I stress to people, the best thing you can do is stop watching TV, get rid of your TV, definitely stop watching news, all that kind of stuff, and definitely work on who you listen to and who you're around. These are such important things to do. And because some of that we can't completely eliminate, because it's just the way our life is, who we work with, who's in our life, who's in our family, things like that. This is why it's important to get yourself in a good mindset so that you can counteract any situations that maybe could take you down the negative mindset route. Okay. So get that positive mind feed into you. It could be just watching a YouTube video. It could be listening to an audiobook. It could be listening to podcasts the way that I typically do. It could be self-chat. It could be breathing exercises. It could be like the meditation. All these things are fantastic for getting your mind in a good position. And I can't stress enough to you how important it is to do it first thing in the morning. Also, what's good is having time, like I do this the night before, but it might be the day of that you take some time to just plan out the day, decide your priorities. Decide your 1 to 3 priorities, and then you start off your day working on them. The main thing is that you got routines, okay? And throughout the day, the same. Like I have certain things that I do every day from a work perspective. I have certain things I do on certain days based on particular projects, like even recording this podcast, or when I do the work to put this podcast live and promote it out there. There's certain days, certain times I do that. So I block it in. That's routine. Like with exercise. Exercise is very important to me. I block it in when I'm going to do it in the week, and then it's in the week. It's like appointments with myself. Same as other work projects. When I have to do calls with people, there's certain calls that are recurring every week or every fortnight or every month, whether it be with clients or business associates or masterminds. Then there's other things that are not consistent every week. There's sometimes. So, that's where you have certain slots of the day where the variable things will go into. But again, it's about having structure and having routines. I hope you're starting to see the importance of routines at this stage. If we go right to the evening, why have an evening routine? Well, because it's very easy to just, go through the usual thing, finish work, have your dinner, watch some TV, scroll on your phone, watch the iPad, watch movies, do all that kind of stuff. And then literally get to a stage where you're tired, turn off the TV or the iPad, laptop, phone, whatever it might be, or put on standby and then go to sleep. Now, that's not a good routine to finish your day off, to get good sleep, because what's important at the end of the day, what's important is that you get quality sleep. So what you do at the end of your day, the routines at the end of the day should be that set you up to have a good, deep quality sleep, because with the way you sleep will have a massive impact on what happens the next day. So we started at the start of this by when you wake up, what you do in that first hour of your day. Well, if you've had a terrible sleep, it increases the likelihood you won't do that routine, increases the likelihood that you'll be in bad mood for the day, you'll have low energy, you'll be lethargic, you'll consume more negativity, you'll take more on board, you won't be able to counteract it as much, all that kind of stuff. This is why it's so important for you to make sure that you have an even routine, because the goal of the even routine is to wind yourself down, release melatonin, which is the sleep hormone, which basically makes you get sleepy and makes your body, brain go, hey, we're going to be going to sleep soon. That's what's needed. When you're not releasing melatonin, then you're not going to get deep sleep. You can look asleep, but you're not asleep. Now, a previous podcast has focused 100% on sleep, on all the strategies to get a good sleep, of which this even routine is part of. If you want to get more details on how to get high quality sleep, go and check out that episode of the podcast a few episodes ago. But you need to block off, minimum 30 minutes at the end of your day. We press stop, and that is the end of the day from a work perspective or anything that's stimulating, studying, all that kind of stuff. Your exposure to screens of any kind. Now, if this stop point can be even an hour, 2 hours, whenever it might be before, better. The longer it is before you literally turn off the light, the better, okay? Now, for somebody who might finish work at 6:30 and they're going to bed at 10:30, And that's like to switch off. But depending what you're doing for those 4 hours, if you're just watching screens all the time, that's not a good routine. So I'm talking about from when you stop doing stuff that's stimulating, whether that be work or study, looking at screens, looking at your phones, watching TV, any of that kind of stuff, anything that's stimulating, press stop on it. And then for the next 30 minutes or hour or 15 minutes or whatever it is that you're doing, that then becomes your routine. What you should do is you should do a little bit of journaling, ideally, a little bit of summary of the day, recording your food, your exercise is ideal. It's not a necessity, but it does help quite a lot. What's very important, and I feel makes a big difference, is if you record 3 wins from the day. So 3 things you identify as wins from the day, no matter how small or big they are, and 3 things you're grateful for from that particular day. Because from a mindset point of view, it energizes you, makes you feel good about the day, makes you feel at peace about the day. Because sometimes we get to the end of the day and we feel that it's been a crap day because we're too consumed with our to-do list. And if we still see loads of stuff on the to-do list, we feel it's been a crap day. Oh, I should have done this, should have got that done. Oh, wasted this, wasted that. The thing is, you can only get so much done in a day. This way, to start of the day, set your 1 to 3 priorities and then work on them. And if you get them done, or one of them or 2 of them, fantastic. It's a forward day. It's a progressive day. It's a positive day. And that's the way we need to shift our mindset. Not trying to do a million different things in a day, which is totally unrealistic and creates the wrong energy and wrong mindset. So at the end of your day, record 3 wins, record 3 gratitudes, and in your journal, write a bit about the day, write your food, write how you felt, write about your emotions, write about good things that happened, bad things, lessons you learned, all that kind of stuff. Anything that is useful information for you to have. So the level at which you journal is up to you, but I recommend at the minimum, write 3 wins, 3 gratitudes. Then go into the mode of getting yourself ready for sleep. So prepared for sleep and prepared for deep sleep. So again, pre-sleep routine, which involves things that release melatonin. It dim down the lights. We react to light and dark. So when it's light, our pineal gland in our head and our brain will start inhibiting melatonin release if it's bright. This is why the screens are no good, because the screens are as if it's daylight. Okay, that's why we don't release the melatonin. That's why we won't get into deep sleep, and this is why we need to stop using screens right up to when we turn off the light and lie down to go to sleep. Because like I've said, we can look asleep but not really be asleep. We're in light sleep, and that means that we're chronically fatigued all the time, and this is what majority of people are experiencing all the time, and why they're just nowhere near as productive, and their moods are affected, their hormones are affected, their fat levels are affected, their health's affected. There's so many effects from sleep. This is why sleep is so crucial. So for minimum 15 minutes, definitely up to half an hour, ideally 1 hour or 2 hours before you turn off the light, you do these kind of activities like have a bath or a shower, do some reading, do some breathing exercises, do some stretching. What else could you do? Listen to soothing music. I don't know if I said reading or not. Reading wise, make sure it's stuff that's not stimulating. Make sure it's a bit of escapism or something like that. Something to put you into a different world that just relaxes you. So these are the kind of activities you need to do, as well as I said, make it a bit darker so you start to release melatonin, because the natural reaction of the darkening light. Okay, this is why as well it's important your room is pitch dark. Anyway, as I said, the sleep episode, go check that podcast out. It'll give you a load of great tips that if you follow 100%, I can guarantee you, you will have the best sleep of your life. And if you keep doing that, you'll be so productive day after day. So the key thing is have an evening routine. If you don't have routines right now, what I advise is start off with a 15-minute routine, working backwards from when you're going to turn off the light and lie down to be 15 minutes before that. Start with that and then start putting it back more and more, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45, an hour, even up to 2 hours, fantastic. At the start of your day, start off even with a 10, 15-minute routine if you're not used to routine, and then develop it anything up to an hour. Okay. And then in the middle, make sure again, you have certain routines for stuff you need to get done. It depends on the type of work you do. Whether you're working for yourself, whether you work for a company, whether you've got your own big business, whether you're doing a new project, whatever it is you're doing, maybe you're studying. Look, people are going to listen to this from all kind of walks of life. Whatever it is, there's stuff you want to do in terms of your dreams and your goals. And there's stuff you need to do if you're in a job, whether you like it or not, the stuff you have to do. So you have to have routines around it, otherwise you get nothing done. Because being productive and prioritizing are key tools and strategies if you want to get stuff done, if you want to achieve success in life. So make sure that you're forming routines into your life. And I can't stress enough to you how important daily routines are. They are so crucial to success, to fulfillment, and most importantly to happiness. You want happiness in life. We all want happiness in life. Happiness is what matters. So make sure, again, you're striving every single day. And how can I be better? How can I prioritize better? How can I be more productive? What routines do I need to change, tweak, add? How can I improve my health? How can I improve my well-being? How can I improve my mindset? How can I improve the way I do my work? How can I take steps towards my goals? Remember, step by step by step. What I always stress is today be better than yesterday. This week be better than last week. Keep that kind of mindset, step by step by step. Improving your lifestyle, improving your productivity, become better prioritizing, get better balance in your life, and you move more and more towards happiness. You move more and more towards turning your dreams into reality. So I hope this episode has helped you. Remember, routines, daily routines are so crucial and so important. Please implement them. If you already are doing routines, great. Keep looking at how you can improve them. If you've never done one or you're very inconsistent with them, commit to them. It's like as we started a new year not too long ago, I added some new routines and commitments, and I'm sticking to them, and I will because they're important to me. Okay, we need to constantly be looking at how can we become better people, better as a person we want to be, better at our job career, better at finances, better at relationships, better at fun, better at our health, better at everything. So every single day, and that's a big reason why I started the Mind Body Health podcast, because I want to use it to help people to become better at all aspects of life. Because again, at the end of the day, happiness is all that matters. And if you're not happy within yourself and about yourself, you'll never truly be happy. It's impossible. You could have billions in the bank. It doesn't matter. It's just paper. It's just money. You have to be happy within you. And this is why I stress so much about working on the mind, body, health area of your life, because it is the most crucial area of your life because it has such a catalytic impact on every other area. So hope you enjoyed this episode of the Mind Body Health Podcast. If you watched it on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, please leave a rating and review. Really appreciate if you share this episode out there. If you want to message me about anything, catch me in any of the social media or email and ask me questions. Let me know topics and questions you'd like me to cover in these episodes, and also let me know any guests you'd like me to get on, which I'll be starting soon, having some guests. So guys, take care. Have an awesome day. Keep focused. Keep taking action. Implement those routines or improving those routines, but importantly, realize just how crucial they are.